got something. You know, like in the chair.
The Lifeline booth is a outreach social experiment project where we turn phone booths into havens, into a place where people could take and they can be comfortable and give them outlets to express themselves.
Lifeline booth is an opportunity to reach out to the community in Skid Row, but really it can be a community where people are in desperation anywhere.
There is a quote, when you're giving charity, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And the whole thing with the Lifeline booth is we just kind of wanted to appear. We're coming in like Batman in the night, setting these up. We want people to wake up, see this thing, and not know who it comes from, where it came from, but it's a place where they could take. It's a place of refuge.
We wanted to create the feeling of a living room, like you're walking into a home. After a number of meetings of deciding what we were going to have in the booth, we decided Band-Aids, first aid, condoms are probably a good idea, donuts, water, there's some clothes over there. We would like for whoever comes to the Lifeline booth to be part of the art on the walls. And we put out paper, pens, and the box was full the next day of messages.
Pray for those who isn't scratched.
This should say, thought of the day, stay forces on what's in front of you, whoever that is.
Skid Row smells like ass and piss.
I'm thinking about going to college to pursue my musical dreams. Just because I love God and I know shit can happen and anything is possible.
Next time, you might be able to bring some hot dogs, some little more for the people write their thoughts. They can write their thoughts and maybe eat a cookie right there or something. Bring a donation box. They could donate $5, $10, $1, a few pennies.
Once you set up a Lifeline booth, it's pretty much already extinct. Our first booth lasted about 17 hours.
What happens when you do this? You know, put something out there. How does the community around here respond?
They said school get a couple of your donuts, huh? I ain't had no breakfast yet.
I'm downtown on 5th, say Julian, between St. Peter's and Julian, and I walk by and see this booth right here, look voodoo to me. I just came from a funeral last week, so there's a gang of flowers here, like I'm at a funeral and stuff, and I look voodoo and stuff, and thank you for everything, thank you for coming.
Some could consider art pretty unusual. You don't normally see, as you walk down the street, something like this. But maybe we're coming into the new age where we're gonna have to try to defend and get whatever we can. So maybe this is a sign of a time and a place in life, in one's mind. Very interesting, but very unusual. How many times have you ever turned around and seen 3 cheers sitting at a phone?
My name is George Winfrey. I'm experiencing homelessness. Homelessness does not define who I am. Martin Luther King said it best. You're not judged by the color of my skin, but the content of my character. The word content is very important. It shows the ingredients of who I am as a person, not the color of my skin, not my situation. People who continue to ask for handouts, they get caught in a vicious cycle and they just don't do anything else. You know, all they do is keep going, gimme, 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 and they don't get any type of esteem. Today I'm working for a lady who is a vendor at the farmer's market. I help her close up. I get barbecue and $10. I've earned that. It's not given. It's not a handout, it's a handout. There are homeless people who want to work. They're homeless, but they don't know how to get in a situation. They need a hand up, not a handout.
Mom. Another like 2 weeks. It's very sad to where it makes me cry. You have to be like self-motivated. You gotta want to help yourself in order to get help. Sometimes you gotta be tired of being tired. You know, like I have a son and I take one day at a time, not to give up, not to feel bad, but at the same time it's very hurtful because a person who's wealthy or rich, you know, you never know if you can wind up in this same position. So if you stop and think about it, this is more like knowledge. You can learn a lot from people down here, and to know like you can't always judge a book by its cover. You have to get in everybody's shoes to actually figure out why they're in this position.
Thank you.
Martha Stewart started off with dirt. Gary slept in the car. Whoopi Goldberg was strung out on the West Coast 30s and 619 on heroin.
I made a conscious decision today that tomorrow will be the first day of the rest of the day of my life. I'm to the point where, you know, I can't even respect myself. I look at myself in the mirror this morning and I didn't even know who I was. And I think the only way that I'm gonna overcome this thing is I gotta give something back. You know, the wise man once says, every individual, right, is supposed to be of some use to someone other than themselves each and every day. I think that'll be a part of my, you know, the process of my cure. Look around, man. Look around, man. I was walking down the street this morning and I saw a rat on the ground down there, right? You know, and it made me think, you know, the disease, man. The rat just up and broke. I watched him walk and he just up and died. So I can only imagine, you know, what else is going on, man, you know?
It says, remember to keep the faith, keep your head up, and stop looking down. It's going to be all right. Also, remember that you will never starve because you cannot live by bread alone, but only on His word, where constant hope will provide.
I think it'd be really awesome to get sponsors. Maybe grocery stores want to donate some food, craft stores. Maybe we can even connect with Goodwill, especially if this is going to be more along the nonprofit line, in that it's coming from the community and we're the middleman. And then who knows, maybe somebody will see our video, get inspired, and they'll start their own Lifeline booth in their city. And it'll become this sort of underground collective of people throwing up fabric and pipe.
Starr told us there's knowledge to be gained here. That's when the initiative became clear. The booth enables people to pick up the phone and share their stories with those on the other end of the line, if they're willing to pick up and listen.